Hi, guys, and happy Wednesday. You are watching The Hot Seat live at social media shows here in the studio, live in real time. We are here in the beautiful city of Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We are back right before another amazing holiday, which is Christmas. So I hope everyone's enjoying all of this great time with their family, with their friends, and all of their loved ones, wherever you are in the world. Today is going to be an amazing episode as per usual. None of the episodes here on the Hot Seat have ever failed, and I hope all of you viewers that are watching are soaking in all of the amazing stories that all of my guests have. Today is going to be a packed day. We have two guests you have never seen before here on the Hot Seat, and they are going to be bringing you great things about their stories and how much they're putting into their work, their craft, and what they're contributing to the beautiful city of Las Vegas. So when we come back after the break, we are going to jump right in and meet our first guest. So make sure you guys do not go anywhere, and I will see you then.
Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat. We are live here in real time at the social media show studio, and we are here watching the Hot Seat. We always have amazing guests that are going to sit here in this fiery seat that we're going to get right down to their story, what they do, why they do it, how they do it, and what's going on. So our first guest actually is in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame under the category Celebrity. She is singer, she's amazing, she has a long history of being in the business and work with some of the greatest stars that you guys and everybody would know if you heard the name. So everyone, please welcome powerhouse vocalist Anae. Hello, beauty queen,
Hello.
holiday queen.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Please take a seat in the hot seat with this fabulous outfit. I feel like this outfit needs a round of applause because
yeah.
look at it. Yes, queen.
Thank you. Thank
Already
you.
queen of Christmas. So, welcome to the hot seat. It is our first time meeting.
It is.
Thank you so much for being here.
I am so glad to be here with you. I really am.
So, we're going to get right down to it.
Okay.
Now, you are reigning from the East Coast. You are from New Jersey.
That is correct.
And you have been singing for a very long time.
Few years.
Just a few. Just a few. Just a few. Now, what I found really interesting is when you really had the light bulb go off about music and singing is actually, which is funny, a birthmark on your foot, correct?
Yes.
When you were around like 4 or 5 years old?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, because that's kind of like where you really started your music journey,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so I didn't grow up around live instruments or people singing. I mean, I went to church, but I was incredibly shy. We couldn't afford the choir robe, so I couldn't do the choir. But there was this birthmark on the bottom of my right foot that looked to me to be an elf with musical notes coming out of it. And I said, oh, God made me a singer. I'm a singer. I know I'm a singer because I got this birthmark. And it's really true. And so I could show this birthmark to people and they would actually see what I saw.
Oh, absolutely. And then they probably could hear the power
Well,
of the
I
voice.
wasn't. I was
You weren't
really
singing it.
shy.
Okay. Okay.
I know it's so drastically different than what I am today, but I was shy. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. But then when you really started to think about it, was you actually were at a talent show, is it, in school, and you actually won?
Yes.
Yeah, one of your teachers actually kind of encouraged you to sing, correct?
Yes. And so we did a talent show, me and my two girlfriends, and we won the talent show. I was the lead singer. We did an old song. Yeah, you're not gonna know it. No point in talking about it. But you might know the group. It was the Impressions, and the lead singer of that group was Curtis Mayfield. And we did a song called "You'll Want Me Back." Right? Won the show. Oh, we had so much attention. Oh, we heard all the stories. Oh yeah, we're gonna make you ladies, you girls, stars. We were like 12, 13, but it didn't happen. And then life happened. So I became, as you know, years later, I had a broken heart.
Oh.
That was the catalyst.
Yes.
That's what
It kind of really drove you.
I had to find a way
Right.
to heal myself, and there were so many external things that I could have done, but the thing that made me the happiest was when I sang.
Music kind of spoke to you. It's a way
it
to
healed
release.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great release.
It was and is.
So then, as time went on, you actually had a fellow employee. I know that he had toured and
You
worked with
know
something.
my story, girl.
I always love to. I love to
Yes.
see the look on their face when people don't realize that I'm going to know more than the basic,
average bear.
The average. But you actually had in contact with the Houstons in a way. There was
Yes,
a connect with
yes.
that, and then that kind of
Yes.
really pushed you to start
Yes.
singing and writing music, which kind of
Yes.
was more like a catalyst, a domino effect.
Yes.
Correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know a lot.
Yeah, she's
I'm impressed
to
with
Whitney
you,
Houston.
girl. I'm impressed with you.
Yeah.
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 So I was working because I was a single mom, and I worked in this company with a guy who sang with Cissy Houston. Now this is before Whitney, right? Just before Whitney came out, and I thought it was like I was talking to Barry Gordy when I talked to him, and it wasn't, but it was so everything for my world at that time. In fact, I was in the room in New York City the night that Clive Davis found Whitney, discovered Whitney, whatever it was. I was there, and when she sang, I was almost on the table screaming because it was so delicious,
Yeah, very powerful. Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful.
Amazing.
But anyway, yeah. But
Yeah.
that was my lead-in.
Yeah, to start. And you never originally, when you started singing, didn't write music, wasn't thinking of writing music up until you kind of were told, no, you need to go write a song, right? That's kind of what ended up
You know a lot. You are cracking me up, because I do interviews, and
Yeah.
so many people don't know, which you did your homework.
Oh,
Well, let me give you
oh,
some
thank you.
applause.
Thank you.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
you had-
So I was in a rehearsal. We were getting ready to do the first show I had ever done. I was terrified, and the guy we were working with, he's a pianist, world renowned. Yeah, and so he says to me after the rehearsal, he just looks at me and goes, "You write songs?" I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Yes, you do." I said, "No, I don't." He said,
Honestly.
"Yes, you do. Now go home and write a song." So what did
Yeah.
I do?
You wrote a song?
I went home and wrote a song.
You wrote a song, and then here you are. And now, singer and songwriter, Ane.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what the biggest thing though that you really introduced yourself is that you actually had worked with, toured with, been a part of the famous group, the Shirelles.
That is correct.
Right, and this was a very, very, very big R&B group back in the day that eventually ended up falling out. But you had to work with one of the original members, which
Yes.
was Beverly Lee,
Ooh,
correct?
look.
And so
Yes.
you, with that, you've toured all over the world.
That is true.
And you've also worked with some amazing singers.
Incredible.
Yes.
In fact, there were moments when I was in the presence of, say, for example, Dick Clark, right? I would pinch myself kind of like, wow, this is amazing, because as a kid growing up, I saw all of these icons on TV,
Yeah.
never knowing, never thinking that I would be amongst them. But my heart was always full of gratitude and appreciation that I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the most influential person that you've worked with that kind of really set that thing for you where you're just like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be? Was there a moment when you went, oh my gosh, yep, this person literally, we're here?
It's not someone well known. This person was not known all over the world, but he was a band leader and he worked the circuit. I guess you can call it the Chitlin Circuit back in Jersey at that time. And I was in this place listening to the music, and I had left the other group because they weren't serious. I was so serious. Priscilla, I was just so serious about this music thing.
Right.
And so I went in this club, and when the band went on break, at least the singers, I happened to know one of the singers, and I said, if you hear of a group that needs a singer, let me know, because I'm a lead singer. She said, we need one. Just like that, in a nanosecond, just like that. And it changed my life forever.
Yeah. It's meant to be, honestly. The universe put you in the right place at the right time, and they just so happened to need a singer, and you fit the criteria.
It was the way the universe moved and moved me. I was dreaming about it before I started singing. I would wake up and I would be like, oh my God, that felt so real. I was there. I was singing on this stage.
Yeah.
And that happened a few times every week. Every week. So I finally got the courage up to,
Yeah.
But it was something, moving.
Right. It was, and then you really knew that you fit in because you would have those moments where you're pinching yourself, where you would kind of become conscious on the stage and be like, I'm literally here, right? Like, I'm here, this is happening, and it feels great, right? I'm pretty sure.
So delicious.
Yeah.
If I could just share with you first of all, I didn't realize the magnitude of the Shirelles. Of course, this was before the internet and you can Google and all this. I mean, my dad used to bring the music home, but I wasn't aware of the Shirelles' history. So when I got the call to do the audition, it wasn't as big a deal. I didn't think it was right? Because, and I'm so glad I didn't know, because I would have been terrified. So the first show that we did it in Sunrise, Florida. I will never forget it because I was in the room with all of these icons. Like, and in the green room, we were in the green room, and I was like, oh my God. But I'm trying to be really cool. I'm trying to be really coy about it. But inside, my heart was racing. I was excited. It was a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. You know a lot about me, little girl. You know, I'm so, I gotta say, I know it's off topic, but I just want to say, that's amazing to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I am a host.
Yeah, you
Joking.
are. You are. Yeah, thank you for knowing.
Of course. So you, early 2000s, 2004 exactly, you made the move from New Jersey all the way to Las Vegas.
That's correct.
And there's the obvious things I know that you've mentioned. It's the weather. You're up on the East Coast.
Number
You know,
one.
and I'm pretty sure the East Coast, that we all know, is a lot pricier than it would be here in the desert.
Number
So,
two.
Right. But what else really moved you to Vegas specifically at that time period, in that time from the early
Okay.
2000s, right?
You know what it was? We had come here. We, the Shirelles, had performed here several times, and there was an energy about Las Vegas. In the airport, even. I said, "Oh, this is nice. This is a nice vibe." Because in the vibe in Jersey was cool, in New York, and all was cool, but it was different. And I love the palm trees. I loved the mountains, and I love that people come here to have a good time. So the energy here is here.
Yeah.
It's always here. You know?
That's correct,
So
yeah.
I like that. So I like to be around good energy. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what finished me. As soon as I got to the airport, I said, that's it.
Yeah. So how was that journey for you? From Las Vegas then up until now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things. You've seen it change. Entertainment's changed.
Yep.
Music's changed.
Yes.
The demand for what people want to see on stage has also changed.
Yes.
So what has your journey been like in Las Vegas specifically?
Very interesting. Because I moved here with the idea that I would come here and do my original music here.
Yeah.
But after arriving, after a short period, I realized maybe not so much my original music. So I started putting together other shows. other types of productions, and I got my now I wear another hat. Now I'm a producer. It's just my path. You know, I've been very blessed. But
Yeah.
so it was difficult at first to try to find my way, because even though I had performed and was still performing with the Shirelles, it wasn't opening the doors that I had wanted to open for me. So, but I was persistent, so I
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah, and you actually had a show at the Smith Center. It was called It's a
Several.
Man's World, but that was the most recent one. I believe in 2022. So tell us a little bit about that show. How did that show go? You looked, I mean, seeing the movie posters, the show posters, all of that. It exudes a lot of powerful energy. You,
Yes.
queen of the world, like, you know, as women should be. It's
Yes.
a man's world, right? But Anae's here.
But and that's how I formulated. I came up with that's how I conceptualized the show, because most times we, the Shirelles, performed with a lot of guys. So there would be 4 groups on the show, and we would be the only girls in most cases. And so it's like, wow, the guys got the best songs. Man, there's a whole bunch of them. There's only, man, I want to sing some of those songs that they have. And so I started putting together the show, and I love beauty, right? I love beautiful things and costumes and feathers, and
Right.
I love all of that, right? So I started putting it together, contacting people, and I was so excited, and my enthusiasm carried over to other people. So in my show, This Is a Man's World, but I do songs from Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., I have a tapper, I have costumes up to wazoo, background singers, full live orchestra, and I'm in my element.
Yeah.
I'm in my element when I'm doing it. So the energy is real. And when I'm done, this is the crazy part. When I'm finished the show, I'm not even tired.
The adrenaline's still going. It kind of gave you energy, probably. Being a
I'm
performer.
not tired. Like
Right.
you know, some of the people that work with me after they're done with the show, they're exhausted. I'm never tired. I got that from
Yeah.
my mom. I got that from my mom. I think.
You're perfect for the entertainment industry, because if you're tired, you can't get that much done. You go to
Right.
sleep, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, what do you believe has been the one factor that's kept you being persistent this whole time? You mentioned a little bit how Las Vegas didn't open the doors that you thought it would, in the path you thought it would take you. But what really keeps you going to continue to produce shows, to continue performing, to continue writing music? What would that be?
That is such a great question. I believe that I was sent to planet Earth to make people feel good, to sing, to entertain them, to remind them of something that they have inside. And I can't shut it off. And it will not leave me alone. So even if I wanted to not do it anymore, I can't even do that, because it's there. It's like almost like a voice, but without words, of course. But there's an energy, a presence. There's something that pushes me to keep doing it, keep going, keep going. So people go. Sometimes people I haven't seen in a while, I'll run into them and they go, "Anae, you still singing?" Of course, until the wheels fall off. Because I believe that the gift that I have was placed inside me to share with the world, to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And fun fact is, your name actually means a beautiful lady who sings, correct?
A beautiful lady. Good. Girl. I'm
So
gonna,
you're
I'm gonna
really
steal
meant to
you.
be.
I'm gonna steal you. Yes, and I found out later.
Yeah.
My name means beautiful lady with the song, but I found out in Japanese it means big sister, and I am the ultimate big sister.
Of course. You have that energy about you. A lot of people, I'm sure, that would create some sort of
Yeah.
dynamic with you. You kind of have this warm, welcoming energy and a very, very compassionate energy that comes
Yes.
off of you.
Thank you.
So in Asian cultures, we would definitely call you more of the big sister.
That's
type
what
of vibe.
I
Yes.
didn't know that initially, but I met a Japanese person. He said, "Your name means big sister." I said, "That is a perfect fit for me." And I did my DNA.
Oh,
Right?
don't tell me.
I'm telling you.
Ooh,
I
I feel like I know
No.
where this is going.
I am 1% Filipino. Who knew? Who knew?
The universe, because that they made you. Listen, it all falls in.
It really does.
And yeah, that's amazing.
The synchronicity of life.
Yes.
Yes, amazing.
So you have a couple albums out that you've
I do.
recorded,
I
music from the greats and also stuff that you've written. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to your original songs, what is really your driving force? What sparks your creative mindset to write? What do you write about? What genre pulls you? I know you sing a lot of R&B
Mm-hmm.
and classical songs and stuff like that, but what's your like go-to? If someone were to say, let's just give you like one album, you have to write everything, what's it gonna be?
It's going to be songs from my heart. I don't have a lot of training, so to speak, formal training. So my go-to is always my heart. That's it. That's what I got. That's what I got. So I go to my heart. If I hear something, like sometimes when I watch, and I'm not a big TV watcher, but every now and again I'll watch a movie and I'll hear the music playing and the orchestra playing the soundtrack or something. But it's just instrumental. And I'll go, oh, I hear a song. I hear a song. And I'll start. So the way my gift works is that I hear the melody and I
see.
have the lyrics at the same time.
I see. Okay.
So
it
once I
just
get the
comes to-
verse and I get the hook,
Mhm.
the song is done. I'm good.
Yeah.
I can do
That's
whatever
amazing.
after that.
Yeah.
But that's how my gift is. I promise you I didn't know.
It's meant to be. You can hear it. You know, not many people can. It's that thing with a lot of artists, I'm sure, apart from music, that they just had, it just comes to them, and that's how things just kind of, it all filters out different ways for everybody.
It's like a
But
vessel.
I feel
We're
like that's,
vessels. You know,
yeah,
we're
that's the gift that
vessels.
you have. And so you're meant to do this.
Here I am.
So what do you feel is going to be your end goal? What do you want your end goal to be? Where you want to see yourself be at?
I want to see myself singing much more often, all over the world, where it's safe, whatever safe is anymore. But I want to give more of myself. And I always say this, and people kind of look at me, but when the time comes that I'm going to go and I'm going to transition, I want to be used all up. I want to have given everything I have, everything that was sent through me to share in the world. I want to have done that. Yeah. So my angle is to do more, to give more, to live more, to love more. That's what I want.
And you feel that that would be mirroring what kind of legacy you want to leave behind?
That is my legacy. That's my legacy, to love. Sometimes it's not the easiest choice. It's not. Sometimes it's like, really? But at the end of the day, love is important, and the thing that can heal the world is love. That's it. I mean, we can't heal the world with hate. We can't heal it with ignoring. The only thing is that enough of us have to believe that love is really, truly conquers.
It does.
It does.
So you are obviously dressed for the holidays.
I am.
And you are sitting in our hot seat. So obviously that's hinting towards a little something. The Queen is going to beat Mariah Carey out while with her own holiday show here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Is that correct? So
Yes.
tell us a little about where, when, why, like what's the vibe of the
Okay.
holiday show?
This is the first time I've ever individually, singularly, done a holiday show in my whole career. And so people have been asking me to record Christmas albums and all that, but I didn't do that. I said, I'm going to put together a Christmas show. And I'm going to invite some of my friends that are vocalists to join me, and musicians. And I want to, again, spread the joy, touch the hearts. Right? And so this came recently, though. I thought about, this world right now where, we got a lot of stuff going on. And some tumultuous time. And sometimes we forget that we have freedom, right? We have some freedom in this country. We do. And we have it because there were people that came and served in the armed forces, the military. So this Christmas, I'm going to do something special for the military folk that come out to the show, because I want to thank them. I'm always thanking them for their service and their contribution, and because of them, we get to be free. And we take it for granted a lot of times. I know I don't think about it a whole lot, but right now, for some reason, it's really popped in my mind. Yeah, the military. I want to do something special for them. I'm not telling you what.
As you guys have to go see it.
You have to go. You have to go. You have to go.
So where can we see this amazing show?
This show is going to be at the beautiful Notoriety, which is downtown on Fremont Street. It's the parking is easy parking right in the building underneath. You can push the third button, go up to the third floor, walk across, and the room is so intimate. It's really intimate and beautiful. And the sound and lights, it makes it even more. So I'm excited about it because it's my first Christmas show.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, how did I even get away with that?
Right. Because you look like you love Christmas. This is your holiday.
It is.
It is your holiday.
My tree has been up since before Halloween.
Oh. Christmas is your holiday. 100%.
Because it's the time of year where people open their hearts.
They do.
They do.
Not if everyone's happier, everyone's gift of giving, everyone's really...
And sometimes, so conversely, I was thinking about that because I love this season. And I was thinking about the veterans.
Yeah.
Some of them are very lonely at this time.
Of course.
Very sad for them. So I'm going to do something special for them.
Yes.
Because my job is what? To bring the joy.
Bring the joy. Bring people together.
Bring it.
Through music.
Yeah.
So they can open up their hearts and
Absolutely.
feel vulnerable. So what are the dates and where can people get tickets?
Okay. The date is December 10th. It's a Sunday. It's at 7 o'clock p.m. You can get tickets at my website, which is ANESINGS.com. You can also get them at notorietylv.com. And, just come out, enjoy the music, enjoy the moment, and appreciate this gift of life that we have. Because it's a gift. It really is. And it's moving so darn fast. Oh my God, it's like we're in December.
Yeah, yesterday to me was like July. All of a sudden,
I feel the
December,
same.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I feel
Very
the same way.
confused.
I feel the same way. I do. I feel the same way. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean? It's winter, technically? I'm still in summer mode.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But it is December 10th. Once again, I have an incredible group that will be with me, singers, background singers. I don't want to say who they are just yet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to also have this live band.
Okay.
Always.
Always.
Yeah, I love live instruments, and I do that as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the traditional Christmas songs. I'm gonna do some sing-along Christmas songs.
Okay. Everyone's got to warm up their voices before they go to her show.
The first day of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What is it? You know what? A partridge in a pear tree. That one.
She said she was going to sing today, but
No, I
somehow
wasn't.
got her to sing today.
No, because I'm so relaxed with you because you know who I am.
Oh. Yeah, I have heard a lot of times when people come and sit down in the hot seat that they're not really used to my way of interviewing. I love to have it be a conversation, like we're meeting each other over coffee or a drink, right?
Good.
And I love that because this is how people get to know the artist. We all can look up Google, we all can do that, and they're just gonna say she's a singer. Okay, cool. But who are you?
I'm gonna steal this girl. I'm gonna steal her.
Maria, no, Maria, you gotta hold it tight. Mrs. Claus came to town and she's taking me away. But now that we found out who Anae is and everything that makes you you and why you do what you do, I always finish off with this one question. It always makes my guests really think. Is there a philosophy or a motto that you live by?
Ooh. You ask good questions, girl. Is there a philosophy? I'm gonna know when I get home the answer.
Of course. I mean, dang it, I wish I should.
I wish I should have said that. I believe that we all came to planet Earth to serve in whatever capacity that is. And so many people have built their lives around the got-tos and never get to the what was put inside. And so I would say the part of it, I'm gonna hate myself when I get home because I got a better answer than this one, but I can't think of it in the moment. But just to, whatever it is that you have, that you were given, that the Creator put inside of you, universe, or whatever you want to call that, all that is, do it. Because somebody, it's in you because somebody on planet Earth needs it. So do it.
Yeah.
Create something. Share something. You know, we're not all meant to be singers. We're not all meant to be interviewers. We can't. Everybody doesn't have the same stuff. But use what you have been given, and go do that in the world.
Of course. Now, being in entertainment, you've gone through a roller coaster. It's not all pretty. It's not all celebrities being on the big stage. What would your advice be for those artists that feel that they can't just continue to do it because stuff just keeps getting in the way?
You can't let the distractions disrupt your journey and your I call it your divine assignment. You can't let, because life is going to throw some curveballs. That's inevitable. But you have to know and believe, and and you have to surround yourself with people that believe in you, that really believe in you. Even when you have those moments of doubt, you have to have people around you that will say, no, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, get up, let's go.
Right, right. Are you going to let that one thing ruin, that one person, that one hater ruin you, right?
No, you can't. Because then we would all not do anything.
Right.
We would all sit at the beach all day long.
You know, sometimes.
You know what I mean?
We can go there together, just zen and then come back, right? Do that just
We
for
just
a
sit
week,
at the
but-
beach, you know, I'm not doing anything. This person got on my nerves, and they ruined my day, and they ruined my month, and they broke my heart, and they did this. No, no.
Right.
You know, just keep moving, move forward. Keep moving forward. I tell my son that all, my daughter too. You know, keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. Now, ironically, I didn't always think like this.
Right.
Because my life was different when I was a younger person. It was like, I was the got-to girl. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, and blah, blah, blah. It was much more structured, because anyway, it was a different time. But now, no. You gotta find that, whatever that is. If it's just, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but just be happy with it so you can be happy with yourself.
Yeah. Bing, mic drop. Mic drop.
Whatever your job is.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes.
It's really
Yes.
okay.
Amazing. Well, Nay, you have been a light during this holiday season here in the studio. Amazing. You are the type of people that I love having on the show because you show why people should continue doing what their heart tells them to do. Mm-hmm. You're one of the entertainers that the reason why I have people like you on the show is because there's always a story behind it. It's never what you see, but there's always people that actually have a purpose to do what they do instead of just for fame or superficial notion. And you are the exact example of who I want on this show. So thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Everyone, round of applause for
Thank you
Anae.
for having me. Thank you
Of
so much. I
course.
appreciate being here.
So everyone, please follow Anae on, I'm sure you have Instagram and Facebook,
I do.
correct?
Yes, and buy those
website.
tickets for
and
the
buy
show.
the tickets. December 10th, the Notoriety downtown.
Bam. We need that.
Yes.
Come on down.
Come down and hear her beautiful voice sing the
Can I say
Christmas
thank you to
hymns.
you?
Oh, thank you.
I
Yes,
wanna-
we can.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. I really do, and I mean it. You nailed it for
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, stop, air hug. I'm gonna turn as red as her elf, guys. Everyone, Anae,
Thank you.
blessing.
Thank Thank you so
When
much.
we come back, we're going to jump to our other guest of the day, so make sure you do not go anywhere. And in the meantime, go follow her on her socials and check out the tickets for the show.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections. GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause, because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran. Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections. GI Connections.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of this.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat. I hope you really enjoy meeting Anae and listening to all about her amazing story and her journey and what she's doing here in Las Vegas. So we're going to move to our next guest. He is a marketing specialist, and he also dabbles a little bit in film and television himself and commercial. He is amazing. I worked with him before on something great for MGM. So everyone, please welcome Marlon Medina. Hello, welcome.
Hey,
It's
always
good
a
to
pleasure.
see you. Good to see you. You look great.
Oh,
Please
thank
have
you.
a seat. I'm loving the navy blue. Very business. So I just saw you not too long ago, and we had the pleasure of working together for the first time, which was great. And you actually not only are a marketing specialist, but you also have your own production company called The Real Fleet, correct? So your marketing company is Golden Medina Services, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about what it is for you when it comes to marketing and how that's going for you here in Las Vegas, because I'm sure there's a lot to market. It's a great city for you to be in. So tell us a little bit about your journey with that.
Yeah, I think my journey was really trying to find myself. And I think that's at the core of what I do, is I have to make sure that it brings me joy and enjoyment. And I think the hardest part in starting or deciding what to even start in the first place was what brings me fulfillment. And for me, it was creating something. I originally started, I was an illustrator. That's what I went to school for. And I had that kind of mentality. Well, what kind of art can I create? Well, in a sense, marketing is an art, because what you're doing is you're crafting the message. You're being the communicator. You're being the person that's projecting those thoughts for the business on their behalf. Without you, it's like you have a nice shiny object, but it's wrapped up and no one can see what it is. So my goal is to help unwrap that and let people know, let that light shine for that business, because we love our Vegas businesses. I've been a lifelong Vegas local here, and so it's my job to help them out.
So is there specific businesses that you gear more towards, or do you just kind of open the door for anyone and everyone?
Yeah, over the years, we've become a lot more of an open door, and that's because we've had the pleasure of expanding out our company. It just started off being a one-man show, just me. My wife became a part of it as well, kind of voluntold her to become a part of it. So I started spanning out and getting more people, and then there was a paradigm shift where I had to decide, am I going to go down in one industry? I was working a lot in the real estate industry. I still am. It is our biggest niche to date. But we decided to just expand out, because there's so many businesses that need our help.
Yeah.
We rode the COVID wave, and that was actually a really strong point for us, because so many businesses that were strictly brick and mortar did not realize the magnitude of damage that can be done when you don't have storefront anymore. Your storefront is worthless right now. What's worth it is having your online presence. And a lot of them didn't catch on in time. And that was, it was a bittersweet moment because obviously you want your company to grow, and we grew during that time, but there were local businesses that never made it out because we couldn't get to them in time, right? We didn't have the infrastructure. We can't help everyone, right? And so that was an awakening for me. It was like, all right, cool. I did my part. I helped myself grow. I helped my local businesses grow. How can I expand out more? And it came down to this, which is you just need a bigger team.
So you have one, and I met some of them. So what's amazing about you is, I have a lot of people that come on here that are business people, that are marketing people, work with local businesses, but you have like a whole production team going on. And you also work as a director on the set, as I've seen. So what sets you apart with those tools?
That comes with that. But with that, what you miss out on is the heart. And I think the heart is what differentiates us so much. You have to be present.
Right.
Stop trying to, automate yourself out of the business and be like, I don't need to be there. I can hire a VA for that. I can hire this and that. Yes, there's a place for that. That's great. But who are they going to remember at the end of the day? Are they going to remember your logo? No. They're going to remember the face behind that. And so I want to be that memorable face that people can trust. Not just for the production side or the marketing or the media side, but as their business partner, and that's the way I see it.
So do you take a lot of time into getting to know these business owners, obviously, to really get a story behind whatever you're shooting for them, whether it just be like an ad or a long-term commercial? How does that process really work for you?
You know what, in a perfect world, I'd like to say yes. Okay. And I think kind of like what we're doing right now, we're having such great dialogue, but at the end of the day, you can only give what people give you.
Yeah.
And so it's an exchange of energy. So I have some businesses that are just really dry cut, and there's nothing wrong with that. I understand they have a million other things to do, and we're just a little speck, we're just like a little drop in the bucket, and they're like, listen, we just want this media, this is exactly how we want it, we don't really care for your direction, just try to in and out. And that's fine, we'll do that, and we understand, hey, that gets the bread, right, it gets the money, but we also want to nurture that relationship, because when someone values what we bring as a creative, and then they let their ideas flourish as well, and we combine those, that's when you get the strongest campaigns ever, and those are so much fun.
Yeah. So you also have now been dabbling in a little TV commercial type thing, and you have something called The Chaotic Rentals, am I right?
Yes.
You're using all Vegas locals to be in this comedy show. How did you also add on doing more so of that type of production versus more of just marketing campaigns and stuff like that?
You know what? It came so organic, and that's what I really love about situations that happen in life. I am someone that I try to structure things so often, but the beauty of life is the things that you simply can't structure. They come into your life in little small precepts, and then you build upon those. You're like, you know what? Hey, not only is this fun, not only am I enjoying it, but I can make a business out of it. And so the way it started was I actively wanted to also do a little bit of acting here and there. Hey, I'm still young, right? Work it. And so I started doing that, and I noticed that there was a lot of great things available for actors and actresses, but there wasn't sufficient resources or structure in Las Vegas. And I'm like, entertainment capital of the world, why is this so 20, 30 years behind other places, even behind Atlanta and everything when it came to that infrastructure. Right. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let me throw in my little bet. Let me try to improve the local community in my own way. And of course, I'm still learning. And I think that's the best thing, is I'm still very much a student in this acting and showbiz industry. But we've made it for about a year now with The Real Fleet, and we're pushing this new TV show, which we're very excited for. So I'm going to give a little shout out to my business partners on The Real Fleet side, Lee Cummings and Felicia Cruz. They have been fantastic in helping produce this show, and I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. So do you have any plans where the show is going to be aired, streamed, etc.? How far along are you in with the show?
Yeah, so right now we are in production. So we're currently about halfway through filming the pilot episode. So there are so many little logistical things that go with that. But for us, that end goal is going to be, hey, let's pitch this to some really important networks. I'm not at liberty to disclose exactly what's going on, but I think, you know, our local talent that has put in their heart and soul into this, and our creative teams, they're going to be so satisfied with the results. I've seen little bits and pieces of it. I don't like to have the whole thing spoiled for me either.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's in some productions, I won't be there in some productions where I'm not needed, just so I can maintain a little mystery myself.
Of course.
So yeah, that's where we're at with Chaotic Rentals.
So what have you found most difficult when it comes to being in production and trying to enter that realm of film? What has the biggest obstacle been for you in regards to this city of Las Vegas?
Yeah, you know, I think our biggest strength is also our biggest weakness. We as Las Vegas locals are a great gig economy. And so that gig economy is really powerful because that can allow you to allocate and grab as many people as possible. The only problem with that gig economy that I've seen is that it's really hard to discern between the genuine talent that wants to be there and those that are just there for a paycheck.
Right.
You know, and like I understand that and I respect that because everyone has to live life. But if you don't have the heart to be in this type of production, this is not a production that feeds you. You don't have your own trailer, you don't have this, you don't have that. This is, you're going to be in creator mode. Our talent themselves has to be in creator mode. If you're just in follower mode and you want everything on a silver platter, sorry, join another production, hang out in LA, but right now we're builders. So whoever's a part of this has to be ready to build together.
And that pretty much sums up a lot of Vegas things, unless there are big ones coming here. But even then, like the way that we view Vegas actors and artists is in that way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So is there something that you would want to change in regards to marketing and using production alongside with that? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in Las Vegas with that?
Ooh, that's a great question. So for me, legacy means a lot of things, you know, because there's reputation associated with that too. And so the legacy I think I would want to leave behind is that if you want to become successful in your space, don't be afraid of teamwork. Don't be afraid of reaching out and saying, hey, I need help. And so that kind of collaborative environment I think is what's going to make us really strong. So I want to be known or remembered for being able to build something that is so much larger than me. This is not a Hollywood production. I can't even stress that further. No millions of dollars, no crowdfunding. It's just being made out of local talent here. And so to show that it's possible to do amazing things, I mean, there's so many different studios that have, you know, been independent and they've garnered so much success just through their sheer hard work. I don't think it's all hard work. You also have to actually have talent with that. But if you combine the two, you're going to do great.
So what does the end goal look like for you with everything you do? Real estate, marketing, production, all of this stuff. Where do you want to see yourself at the end of the line?
You know what? It's going to sound super simplistic, but it's a little bit selfish at the same time. It's happiness, right? That's really what the end goal is are you enjoying what you do? And so for me, I've never seen a career or a partnership or a venture as something to where, hey, monetarily we have to make $5 million and then I'll be happy, right? And then I'm like on to the next venture. For me, it's, you know, am I really enjoying myself? Am I living in the moment? And I think that's the thing that, you know, outside of being a business person, being myself, right, is trying to find that identity. What makes me happy on the day to day? Because you can make a lot of money doing things that don't bring you happiness.
Of course.
So
And
that's where I'm
most
at.
of the world,
Just trying to figure out life, just like everyone else. What makes you happy in your career? And if you're good at it, keep doing it. Even if you're not good at it, keep doing it. You know, just keep pressing forward.
So what does make you happy? Have you found that yet?
Yeah, you know, I think being with my wife, you know, being in a family setting with close friends as well, that is what brings me the most happiness. What I'm doing in life right now, what I'm doing is creating, and I love what I'm creating. I'm creating that reality, you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, hey, you can't work 24/7, you know, and I've realized that, you know, as someone that has started their own business at 20 years old, time flies. It flies super fast.
Of course.
So, of course, we have to labor, we have to work, but set aside time to enjoy with your family. That's what makes it the happiest.
Yes, of course. Because at the end of the day, that's where you're going home to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's who's supporting you.
Mm-hmm.
So where can anyone find you for your services? Not your marketing, and then also if your Vegas locals want to get cast in anything or be up
Yes.
to date with their productions, where should they go for those things?
Okay, well, since you're interviewing me, you get a chat with me. I'd say use me as your first resource. So you can go to on Instagram at the Marlon Medina. Once you're there, you're going to be able to branch out into whatever interests you. So if you're interested in working with us on the Real Fleet side, there's links to that. If you're interested in working or your business that needs marketing services, you're welcome to go to the GMS side, and we'll chat from there. You know, we're real people, we're locals, we're not robots, we're not outsourced, and we're here to make a difference.
Yes, and he's a great communicator. Every time that I would reach out to him, he'll send a voice message. So he's really communicative and he's really serious about his business. So there's no worry on that end for you guys. And so the last question that I always have that I ask all of my guests would be, is there a motto or philosophy that you live by?
Yeah, you know, I would say we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, but I think one of the hardest things to do is to actually start them. Right? You know, as someone that is creative, you could be innovating all day. And those are wonderful ideas, but if you don't take action, they're worthless. You know, it's a heartbreaking thing, right? Because we want to create and we want to make things happen, but if you don't take action, it's not going to get you anywhere. So get up, fight through whatever you're facing. Everyone faces their own demons, their own challenges, but you have to get up. Because, yes, we're dealing in a virtual kind of environment. We're an online business. Mm-hmm. None of us are physically going to war, but mentally you're going to war. So wake up and face a challenge and get it done.
Yeah, because what you do takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, sitting on the computer, planning, interacting with people, getting things done, planning stuff. That might not be going to the office, but like it's all the time. It never ends. Yeah. So how do you cut it off? How do you say, okay, this is the end of my day today. I need to spend time with my wife. I need to not think about work, because I'm pretty sure in the creator mind and also in the marketing mind, your brain is always going. Right?
This is a scary mind. Like if you go inside this environment, it's kind of like if you've seen Spider-Man and you've seen like the multiverse and all that kind of stuff. You've seen the recent Loki film. You'll see there's all these kind of strands and threads and different dimensions. That's kind of how that's kind of how my brain feels. So it's kind of chaotic, you know. And I think the way that you manage that is you have to trust your gut, your intuition. Or, you know, as I would say, trust your soul, right? As I, you know, I believe that we are here divinely. You have to trust that, and you have to manage it accordingly. You know, I don't think there's a set regimen. I'm not a believer in the wake up every day at 3 a.m. in the morning, or, you know, cut off work at this time or that time. I think as human beings, we all have our agency, and it's down to us every single day to decide what path am I going to take.
Right.
You yourself, no one else can tell you. You know exactly when you are cutting the line too close, when you're slacking, and when it's time to get work done. So short answer is you get to choose.
There you go. Yeah, or just have that mind going, that constant adrenaline, and then it'll just be ongoing for you.
Ride the madness. You have to ride it.
You have to kind of be a little mad to do what you do. So, hey, you're perfect for it. So thank you so much for being here, Marlon. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please go support him on his Instagram and go down the web of all his links to everything that he does, whether you're a business, local business, small business, big business, or you're an actor or talent. They're always looking for people to be part of his recent productions. So, yay, everyone, round of applause for Marlon.
For you, you've been fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere, because you guys know I'm not done talking. So I will see you after this break.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat. I am your host, Priscilla Moy. This was an amazing episode. I really hope you guys really listen to these people and they're talking. 2 different energies, 2 people doing 2 different things here in Las Vegas. Both have different stories, but they're here and they have one thing in common, and that would be to literally just do it, to make that first step, to go for it, to continue to persist. And then the world will be your oyster. These 2 people are amazing at what they do. First time I met Anae, but I've also worked with Marlon in the past, and they have it going on. So if there's anyone that you want to look up to, these 2 people are here for you. I'm pretty sure that they will be down for you guys to message them on all the socials. Support them, keep up with what they're doing, and it's only going to make Las Vegas the bigger entertainment capital of the world than we already are, but make it bigger and more known for people who are here that are true artists. Make the world take us seriously, because every artist that I've had sitting in this chair all agrees that Vegas is always looked down upon in certain aspects, especially when it comes to being legit in film, in music, in production, because interestingly enough, the ironic thing is, being the entertainment capital of the world, we're kind of always looked down as like, when it comes to the bigger productions, the bigger artists, the bigger things going on. So please, any support that you have, please give it to all the artists, singers, whoever that you guys love on this show. Please go and support them. Be in touch with them. If you guys are also artists and you want to be on the show, make sure that you submit yourself to admin@socialmediashows.com to inquire about being a guest on any of the shows here at Social Media Shows Network, not just mine, but others as well. Or if you want to host a show yourself, or you have red carpets that you want us to host, to get yourself out there. So if you guys want to be expanding your personal business as an artist, as a business, as whatever you want to be, make sure to reach out to admin@socialmediashows.com. And our executive producer will handle it from there. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching The Hot Seat. I am Priscilla, and I will see you guys next week at an amazing show.